All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up? The last thing David said to me before he hit the record was, "You're on a clock."
Yeah. Penn told me, he hit me up earlier today. He's like, I have a party to go to tonight.
Yeah.
Like, how soon can you do this? Can you leave work early?
Well, the first thing I asked was, "What's your boss's email?"
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Boss.
Yeah, dear Mr. Boss. It's a woman, so
Okay. Dear Mrs. Boss.
Score off.
Dear Mrs. Boss, could David please be excused a half hour early? Because there's going to be nachos.
And I'm hungry.
And I heard of shrimp tacos making an appearance.
Oh my
So
gosh.
David, yeah, so I mean, we're alluding to it, but
Yeah.
happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo.
And you know what comes the day before Cinco de Mayo? It's the May the 4th be with you. Did you do anything to celebrate? You're a big Star Wars guy?
I didn't do anything to celebrate, but I sent and received plenty of memes.
Yes, good.
And I feel like if there's anything that's the heart of the holiday,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. What does May the 4th be with you mean to you?
Well, it's like, yeah. You get
It means memes.
You get the people who send you like the classic Star Wars memes.
Right.
And you know who they are.
Right. You know
and
they're coming.
like, don't you, Star Wars is great. Don't you remember Star Wars? And then you have the other group of nerds that sends the messed up ones where it's like,
Yeah.
a picture of the Stargate guys and it says, "May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Trek Day."
Right.
You know, it's all wrong on every level.
Right. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
And there's a couple, I hope they're not listening, but there's a couple people who I really don't hear from much. And so when my phone rang or dinged Sunday morning, I was like, oh shit, so-and-so wrote. And I looked at it and there it was. And I hear from them every May the 4th.
Right. That's the time.
Right. There you go.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we celebrated hard, and now we're celebrating another day.
But let me ask you this, and maybe we touched on this, but I know the answer to the question. I was going to ask why they re-released Revenge of the Sith, why there was no Star Wars content after we just had that big, huge release, but it's because of Thunderbolts.
Right.
Yeah, Disney's not going to step on its own foot.
Right. And, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, so...
But you've been going hard. Could there possibly be anything that could slow you down?
No.
No?
No, I was just at Bike New York yesterday with the Mystery Gobble.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
What if I booked you surgery tomorrow?
A surgery tomorrow.
I put it on the books, and I said, don't worry, I'll have him there.
I'll be back at my desk by lunch.
Yeah. He'll not be in for a full thing, but just take part of his knee.
Partial knee.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What kind of like wingdings and doodads are you getting on this?
I'm getting a partial knee replacement.
No blinkers. Returning.
Titanium chrome alloy knee parts.
Spinners?
And a piece of plastic for my meniscus.
Whoa.
And a jetpack. But
that's standard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's standard issue.
Yeah. The problem is you only have it on one side. So
Right.
really build up those calf muscles.
Right. When I take off running, I'm going to be doing a lot of circles.
Spinning.
I should be great on the track.
Exactly. All right, let's get into news because, like we said, you're on the clock. We've already burned
Jesus.
3 minutes.
They're eating the shrimp tacos without me.
Oh my goodness. You're familiar with Mithrigan.
We've discussed it a number of times.
Yeah, Megan. We talked about this a little bit. They were doing a special re-release with a new integrated app called the Movie Mate. I read an article that this was a colossal failure for the people who wrote the article. They went to experience this and see how other people were experiencing it. They sat in the back row, and I'm sorry, I should have written down source for this. They sat in the back row.
We'll take you at your word. I mean,
Yeah.
I think our reputation as hard-hitting journalists
Yeah.
precludes us from having to prove our sources.
Right. And they said, so basically the way it was, you start up, you text a number, and basically you tell it when the movie starts, and then it automatically texts you things like because the clock is ticking. And so it texts you, quote unquote, relevant things, whether it's a behind the scenes comment or just a comment or whatever. And it was pretty dumb. They advertised it was interactive. It was not very interactive. They said that they saw a bunch of people start it up or like open it up before the movie started, but then not a single person opened their phone during the movie. So it was a pretty big
And
flop.
I think we reviewed this concept, or we discussed this concept.
Yeah.
And what was our... I feel like you and I predicted
yeah.
lameness.
Yeah, it was going to be lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not for any gimmicks.
Right.
Like, the gimmicks piss me off because it's either got a compelling story that is told well or it doesn't. You know, and if it's not a compelling story and it's not told well, then...
Now, how do you feel about, are you doing the new re-release of the Minecraft movie?
The re-release?
Yeah.
In week 4?
Yeah, they're
whatever.
having
Yeah, the
special
rowdy screenings.
Yeah, and like apparently the film is different. It has like, when they say the lines, they show up in like meme font on the screen.
I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah. We're not doing that.
Okay.
That's not our jam.
Not your jam.
You know, that's honestly the furor, the chaos of those first few weeks, especially the second week,
Was more than enough.
has totally died down.
Yeah.
You know, and every now and then you get somebody who shouts out chicken jockey, but like we're not like experiencing, like, no.
Right.
And honestly, Sinners outgrossed Minecraft this weekend. So, I mean, whatever. I'm so off Minecraft. I mean, I know it's a big movie and I respect it and, you know, God bless.
Right.
But Jesus Lord.
I like to think that you've grown through this show.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like previously, pre-Pensina podcast, Minecraft was one of the best movies of the year. I love it. Just because it did good.
Right. That's, I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Under your tutelage.
I mean, I've worked hard to break you.
Yes. And you've taught me the 5-star thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's changed your world.
Yeah. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Amateur, 3 stars.
Oh.
The Accountant 2, 3 stars.
Oh.
Sinners, 4 stars.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, we have one other note of news here, which is a little confusing.
This is like grown-up news.
Yeah.
This is like grown-up news.
It's straight up adulthood.
I feel like something happened to you from last week. Last week you were David, and now you're Mr. Moulton.
What's the tie?
It's the tie. I should have seen that.
Yeah.
I should have known when you came walking in with the tie.
Right.
Damn it.
Weird thing is it's just wearing a t-shirt.
Right.
But the tie really seals the deal.
I think that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
The absence of a collar to put the tie on.
Is that
I didn't want to say anything.
Is that a sleeveless tee with a tie? Yes, it is.
Is that a wife beater?
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm all business,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I see that. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. So, tariffs.
Yes, tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yes, you know. Never mind. Okay. I'm going to be careful how I.
They're enacting 100% tariff on any film made produced outside of this country. Well, it's a weird wording. It's weird wording because the way it words, any movie that has any filming outside of the country, because we should be able to make everything here, which is ridiculous.
Yes.
What about on-site? Anyway, but like 100% tariff. So, okay, all right, I understand if you're sending anime or whatever, like animated films that are made and produced and distributed from overseas companies. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then they're saying that the article I was reading was like, this will affect any movie that films outside of the country. And I don't understand, like, Mission Impossible filmed all over the world. How can you, like, but it also was produced here.
But it's an American company.
Right. Like, I don't, like, yeah, they filmed it there, but then they carried or broadcast the film home to be.
No, I think they carried it.
Yeah, they probably carried it. Yeah. in a duffel bag.
Right. A couple duffel bags.
Yeah, 3.
Not going to fit
Yeah.
one duffel bag.
Right.
I went to summer camp.
Yeah, they carried it home, and then they worked on it here and distributed. Like, how do you tariff that? Like, I don't.
Tariff this, buddy.
Yeah.
I got your tariffs right here.
Yeah.
Now, part B.
Yeah.
So first of all, part A is it's a total shit show.
Yeah.
But part B is the White House commented just this afternoon, actually, no final decisions have been made regarding Trump's plan to enact a 100% tariff on movies shot outside the U.S. So basically, the White House went out this afternoon and Donald Trump himself said, we're not trying to hurt American filmmakers, we're trying to help them. And so we're going to talk with them and listen to them and see if they think this will help them. It just shows you how little he understands about really anything, but specifically the movies.
Right.
Yeah. So they walked the tariffs back less than
Already.
less than 24 hours from when they were announced. They were walked back, which I shouldn't be sitting here all smug because, whatever. What do I don't know. I certainly am not the person who understands all the dynamics, but
Right. I mean, that's not super surprising with the way that things are going.
Yeah.
But,
So
But
anyway,
still.
it was, I will say, it gave me a little jolt. It did two things. First of all, it gave me a little jolt and made me, maybe regret having invested, $1.5 million in the local multiplex, because, you put yourself out on the limb, to provide the best in movie going, and then your government turns around and cuts your legs out from under you.
Yeah.
And then the second thing it did, which, I think is a good, healthy thing for me, is it gave me real compassion to be more sensitive to the industries that are really getting banged around in the political pinball machine of American politics today. You know what I mean? Like I read these headlines and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But then I go to the sports pages and move on with my life.
Right.
And if I would really slow down and read the stories and try to internalize and be more compassionate and thoughtful about what that means to, there are people and there are families whose livelihoods and whose entire structure is oriented around these industries, and it sucks.
Right.
And that's not even a commentary on whether or not it should or shouldn't be done, because I'm not putting myself out there as someone who's qualified to say whether or not it should or shouldn't be done. What I'm saying is, if there's a correction being made in the American economy, it's going to hurt a lot of people, and that sucks.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's a confusing mess. Maybe it'll change again. Who knows? Who knows? But that's all the news fit to print, eh?
I have one
you
more
got
piece.
something.
I do. I got one little trick up my sleeve.
What's that?
I got 2 tricks up my sleeve,
Whoa.
and I'm not even wearing sleeves.
We're both wearing wife beaters
Well,
today.
see, that's
weird.
the thing
Yeah.
that I didn't want to say it at first,
Yeah.
but I did take a little umbrage that you texted me this morning and you were like, "Hey, sleeveless tees to work tonight."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, great, I got mine.
No
I'm
problem.
good to go." And then you came walking in and had to one up me with the tie on your.
Well, I'm all business.
I see that,
know?
and I'm all pleasure.
Clearly.
All right, 2 things. First of all, I'm thrilled to announce
Ooh.
that we hired a kitchen manager.
Nice.
Her name is Mandy.
Way to go,
And
Mandy.
we'll look forward to, you'll be seeing her around. She doesn't start for a few more weeks. We literally just offered her the job and she accepted it yesterday.
Sweet.
And so we think the kitchen, with the killer new menu that's going to live up to the level of the cocktails
Yeah.
and the beer wall, that should be open like middle of June,
Sweet.
give or take. Yeah, so that'll be awesome. And then the second thing I wanted to announce was that, what's the anime thing we love? Dragon Slayer.
Yes. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is coming back to Lidditz. Did you know
Is
that?
it a new one?
It's a re-release.
Whoa.
Yeah. Is that good
See
news?
it again.
Yeah.
On the train.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, the train to Mugden or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Muggles.
I remember that we saw it and that it was fine. It was visually cool.
So is it possible, David, in the same way that my participation in this podcast has changed my worldview, in one might even say that your perspective has rubbed off on me.
One might say.
Is it possible that by your participation on the Penn Cinema podcast, my memory has rubbed off on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only correct answer to that question is I don't remember.
I don't know. People like. I feel like sometimes I store up everything we're going to talk about, like for the show,
Yeah.
and then we talk about it, and somebody will ask me something that we've had like a 5-minute discussion on, and I'll be like, never heard of it.
I don't know, man. Just listen to the show.
Yeah, and they're like, wow, why can't you just tell me about it? Because I literally don't remember.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, that's all the news. The Demon Slayer train rides again.
Oh,
Had a little boogie in that one.
there was a lot of boogie. in
There
that
was the Mexican hat dance version
one.
for Cinco de Mayo.
I'm pretty impressed by that. To be honest,
Well, I wore my cowboy boots. I felt like
I noticed.
they went well with my shirt.
Yeah, yeah. You. I remember you telling me these boots are made for walking.
And dancing.
Yeah,
Walking and dancing.
yeah. There's two. It's not just about the song. Do you? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Do you know what my trailer of the week is?
There were some good ones. Would you like me to take a guess?
Sure.
I'm going to say that your trailer of the week is Everything's Going to Be Great.
That's incorrect, but we can talk about everything.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Shoot. I wish I would have gotten that correct.
I know. It's just failure after failure. No, just kidding.
Do you know what my trailer of the week is?
I'm just going to say it's Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Nope.
Really?
Really, my friend?
All right, should we start at the top then?
Looks like you are 0 for 2 because when I get one wrong, you get one wrong.
What? I didn't know it worked like that.
So cumulatively, you are swing and a miss.
I doubled down.
All right, first up this week, we have a movie called Sorry Baby. And this looks like, this could be your trailer of the week.
This is my
yeah,
trailer
this
of the
has
week.
to be your trailer of the
Yeah.
week. You know why I didn't answer that the first time? Because
What's that?
I skimmed over it. I didn't get a good mental image from it. Now that I'm back on it, this is obviously your trailer of the week.
Yeah.
This is from A24, and you'll have to walk us through, but there's an incredibly great moment in this trailer where she asks a guy for, quote, stuff to make a fire because they're roasting hot dogs, and he thought that was an invitation.
He's kind of like into her.
And he's like, okay, I like hot dogs. And she was like, we only bought 2 hot dogs.
Yeah, we only have 2 hot dogs.
Anyway, walk us through this this gem.
Sorry Baby is about a lady who has experienced some sort of trauma and is dealing with PTSD. And I think like her neighbors and stuff kind of help her work through it. One of the things I got from some of the comments on it was that because it seems like her friend comes to visit.
Yes.
And one of the things I got from the comments is that the friend is like died and is a hallucination of her stuff. So that could be
Interesting.
which I don't have a problem with.
No.
But basically, it's some semi-dark humor, but mostly just like a touching story about a woman learning how to like start to deal with what she's going through and coming out of the darkness. Like, there's a scene where she's freaking out in her car, and I'm assuming it's her neighbor or whatever. This guy who's previously established as a supportive person in her life is just like, it's okay, it's all right. Like, he just comes up to her car and he's like trying to calm her down.
Yeah.
But then there's funny stuff where like the 2 girls are sitting in the hospital and the doctor's like, I know this is hard to talk about, and the girl's like, I don't think you do.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the line where she says, it's tough to be here right now. Or how did that line go? And then the other girl goes, it's tough to be wherever.
Yeah. It's tough to be everywhere.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So this looks like, and she's a quirky character, and I think that this looks refreshing.
You know what I love about
Even though
this movie?
It's dark.
We've talked about this. I can't remember which one, but there was a trailer last week that had the same type of deal. I love a movie where the characters look great and likable right from the start, but you don't know who they are, like newcomers,
Yeah.
like unknowns. Like I remember the cast of. Oh, that's not true. Like I was gonna say, like Juno. Like we didn't really know all of them. Michael Cera, and back then it was. Well, anyway, now he's Elliot Page,
Elliot
right?
Page, yeah.
But anyway, okay. So next up, actually, next up is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which David incorrectly got wrong when he mistakenly incorrectly guessed. Is this the third time you were wrong?
First off, I've never been wrong in my life.
Right. So that's 4.
So take that.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're even referring to.
I don't blame David for guessing that this was my trailer of the week because I'm a big fan of Now You See Me. The sequel was not nearly as good, and this looks like it's yet another drop-off.
Yeah. I did not think that I thought this looked visually fun.
Sure.
But it didn't look good.
My problem with this movie is, and it's somehow a little bit twisted. It's a twisted version of my same problem, which is when 18 bad guys shoot at the good guy and none of them hit him, and then the good guy shoots back 1 bullet and kills all 18 of them. And what I mean by that is like, it's beyond magic. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it takes magic to such a whole nother level.
What you mean is it's beyond sleight of hand.
Right.
But, which is what I was going to say is, in the last movie, didn't they establish magic is real?
Yeah.
I think that I could be, anyone who's a fan of these movies, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure they established that that what they do is not just sleight of hand, that they actually have magic powers.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about
that's cool.
that. Is it?
I don't know. I mean, I watch this movie because, like you said, it's visually entertaining, and I'm a fan of the franchise. But it doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't.
Although I will say, and this is a different way of saying the same thing, it looks really well made.
Sure.
I mean, it looks cool.
Sure, it was a fine. As far as reviewing a trailer goes, I felt like it was a effective trailer to capture attention. And if this is your thing, you'll really like it. Mm-hmm. And if it's not your thing, you'll at least be like, whoa, that's kind of cool looking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next up, we have what could be huge. Mm-hmm. A movie called Weapons. And this movie, apparently, Jordan Peele wanted this movie so bad that when he didn't get it, he fired his management team. Because he wasn't able to get it. So he liked the treatment or whatever they call it.
Yeah. I think what tells me this is going to be good, first of all, the trailer on it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Basically, kids disappear.
But really creepily, they leave their house and they run with their arms.
Yeah, like
straight out.
Yeah. Kind of like Close Encounters. I don't know. Anyway, super weird. All the parents are mad at the teacher, which is a funny dynamic.
I think it's her.
I agree with what I read online, which is everybody telling Warner Brothers, for the love of God, don't make another trailer. Like, this trailer is great. This trailer is tells you everything you need to know about this movie, which is, leaves a lot for the movie-going experience. So I really hope that Warner's does a good job of not spoiling it like they did with Sinners.
Did you hear about the 2-hour thing they put out?
No.
They put out, before the trailer came out, they put out a 2-hour video of just someone with a camera looking out on the street and the kids slowly running down the street. Like, not the kids don't run slowly, but like leaving their house and running down the street.
With no soundtrack, no commentary, no plot.
At some point, apparently, you see whoever's filming it, like their reflection. But all it is one street and just the kids running down it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, Warner's is on a roll. They had Minecraft. They had Sinners.
Yeah.
And they have Superman. And they have this one, which is in August 8th, which, hopefully it lives up. Like right now, it sounds like we're both really hot on this title.
Yeah.
It's called Weapons, and it comes out August 8th.
Right. Next up, we have a movie called Everything's Going to Be Great, which you thought was going to be my trailer of the week.
Right.
I think this is a great trailer.
I do.
I think this movie looks like it's going to be really Bryan Cranston.
Agree.
I think that no one's going to see it.
The Allison Janney says, everything's going to be great. I can feel it in my bones. And Ryan Cooper? The older guy?
Yeah.
The older guy goes, are you sure it's not your arthritis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of agree with you. I don't know. I think this movie has potential. I disagree with you. I disagree. I think this is going to be a good movie, come out in theater one, and people see it. It's not going to make headlines. It's not a major,
Yeah. The premise here is that a family of 4 or 5, the dad has an opportunity to buy a theater, like a
playhouse.
And he takes it and he ups and moves the whole family.
Uprooted the whole movie out of Akron, Ohio to New Jersey.
New Jersey. And
him and his son are like big theater guys.
right. And they start doing plays.
Right.
Like, but using they have other cast, but also just a lot of the family is in it. And it's just the struggle of trying to make a playhouse work.
And the older son, who's not a theater kid, says, "You don't involve me in it." And the mom goes, "Well, that's because you're not very good."
Yeah. No, she says, "You don't pay me."
Something like, he says, "You don't pay me." Yeah. She goes, "Well, you're not very good."
Yeah.
All right, that looks okay. The Smashing Machine opens on October 3rd, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt.
Oh, yeah.
0% chance I see this movie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not into that UFC stuff.
I might watch it just because I think The Rock's performance looks really good.
Yeah.
Because he's not playing The Rock as a character. He's
acting.
He's acting.
Yeah.
And I know that he can act because he's got that show Ballers where he's apparently really good in it, and he's not being The Rock as somebody.
Right.
But so I'm quite into that. Just to see that.
Yeah. Emily Blunt looks great in this.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, she's really likable and got those acting chops. I mean, she is I think she's one of the most underrated, like, nobody's going to name her in the list of A-list actresses, but she really should be.
Yeah. She's married to Krasinski, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes you like her even more.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, she was in the Quiet Place movies.
Don't get me wrong. She's a huge Hollywood star.
I would say she's an A-list star.
You think she's an A-lister?
In so much.
Yeah.
She's constantly in like big movies.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
I am. Don't worry, you'll forget that I was right.
Yeah.
What do we have next?
The Unholy Trinity, which I have to confess is a Western starring Samuel L. Jackson and Pierce Brosnan. And I did not watch a whole trailer because it looks so bad.
The first half of the trailer, I was like, this looks horrible. And I thought even like cinematography wise, it looked like a video game that it just didn't look good. But then there was stuff at the back half of it, and I was like, this kind of seems like it could be interesting, but I won't watch it.
My problem with this movie is it looks like,
it's like any other Western.
I know I know people are going to be like, "Oh, Penn, that's a pizza movie. You got to be, you're so, you love pizza movies, and you love pizza, and you don't eat salad." That's what they're all going to say. All those things,
especially the salad part.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
And then, but somehow, the fact that this is like every other Western, like, it just kills me. Like, I've seen this movie we've all seen this movie 100 times. There's a good guy, there's a bad guy, there's a stranger comes into town. They got to protect this, they protect that. Oh, the Bobby ran away with Billy and the horse, and
I would say it's a cookie cutter modern Western. It doesn't have that old style Western character building thing.
There was a great Western, modern times, the 310 to Yuma.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Now there is a Western. Nobody's trying to save a town or, the bad guys are taking advantage of this good guy. No. There's a plot. There's a race against time. There's a bad guy. There's another good guy who might actually be like the 310 to Yuma is a great story, well told, original, and I liked The Hateful Eight as well, Tarantino's Western, which was also really great Western. And those are two Westerns that have not been done before. You know what I mean? And this one just looked to me like it's been done to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think, remind me, Diablo. Did I accidentally skip over this?
I don't know. I watched it. I was hoping you could do it because I legit straight out of my mind.
Okay. Next up is my trailer of the week.
Okay.
And I have to say easy for me.
Okay.
This was the easy trailer of the week. This is Denzel in a Spike Lee joint. It opens on August 22nd, just for like a week or two. and the movie is called Highest to Lowest.
I remember Diablo now. Diablo, I remember thinking during it, it's a generic guy kicks a bunch of people and saves a teenage girl. Like Statham-esque action movie, but not in a good way. And it was like just a lot of fast chops of just him constantly punching. Like probably every punch that he throws in the movie is in the trailer. And I just thought, this is not how you do a trailer. And then I remember watching Highest to Lowest, which is about record deals and rappers and music stars and stuff. And it's only a teaser, and it was so much more. It was the same kind of choppy editing, but it was all tied together with a cohesive narrative, like vocal narrative over top.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it makes sense because he's telling you
Right.
like something poignant that goes with all of these scenes.
And not to circle back too far, but the kid's voice narrating Weapons, the Weapons trailer that we discussed where all the kids disappear, that trailer is narrated by a kid.
Yeah.
And that element of the trailer is so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of these trailers, Weapons and Highest to Lowest, are so good. I will, and I look forward to watching them online again.
Yeah.
Like I will seek them out to see the trailer. And next time I watch a movie in the theater, when I dial it up, I'm going to put those trailers on it to see it on the big screen. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure that Highest to Lowest is on the Mission Impossible when that comes out Memorial Day weekend.
Nice.
Although that might not be true because there's a lot of movies between Memorial Day weekend and August 22nd.
That's true. That is
So
true.
I'm sitting here talking tough, but
Big man on campus.
BMOC.
Finally, we have a movie called 40 Acres, which is barely worth our time.
Last and least.
Yeah, it is definitely the worst of the week. Well, I would say Diablo's worst of the week. But the premise here for 40 Acres is it's a post-apocalyptic world. Group of people, I guess, have 40 acres of land that they're farming, and they're self-sufficient. And then raiders come.
Oh no!
Don't you hate it when raiders come?
Not the Oakland Raiders.
I know. The Baltimore Raiders.
Not the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
We're talking
Montreal Raiders.
lowercase r, which is the wrong kind.
Yeah.
That's the bad kind.
Yeah. So anyway, then they fight off the Raiders and I don't know, whatever.
When was the last time you used the word Raiders in a sentence when you weren't talking about football?
Or Indiana Jones.
Or Indiana Jones.
I have used the word raid a lot
I challenge our listeners.
because it's a gaming term.
I challenge you, listener, to podcast@penncinema.com and let us know when you're going to listen to this show
Yeah.
and you're going to find a way to use the word Raider, lowercase r,
Yeah.
in a sentence. You cannot be referring to any football team from the AFC, and you cannot be referring to any movie with Harrison Ford in it.
Oh.
Or no, I'm going to make it even harder. Cannot be referring to a movie, period.
A movie title.
A movie title.
Yeah.
What I want is something like
You have to say Raiders, not raid or raiding.
No. I want here's an example of how I would use it.
Okay.
My children came home and there was food in the kitchen, but the Raiders got all of it.
Right.
Or you could even say, I would accept the Little Raiders.
The Little Raiders.
Referring to your kids as Little Raiders, that's a gold
Yeah.
A+ move right there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
It's also fun to it's another fun thing to do? Try to use the expression post haste.
That's a hard one.
That means real quick.
Right.
I know that you know that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying if any of our listeners might
But I
know.
always trip on it when I try and say it.
Post haste.
Post mark.
There's a
Post.
Okay, so those are our trailers. David's trailer of the week this week is Sorry Baby.
Sorry, baby.
Penn's trailer of the week this week is Denzel in the Spike Lee joint, Highest to Lowest.
Number 2, lowest.
Yeah, highest, number 2, lowest.
Yeah. And that's it. Look, I haven't found a replacement yet, but for this week.
See, that is beautiful.
You want that to be the new?
Yes, there's no stress. There's no pressure.
I'm like, it's time for the main event.
David, I'm trying. Yes. We're not wrapping up trailers.
We're going into
We're
a review.
introducing the review.
Yeah.
It has such a more positive tone to it.
Wow.
I'm trying to go more analog in my life.
It's funny because that sound effects analog.
I know. I'm trying to take.
We've got the harp right here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said I liked it. Yeah.
I'm glad you did. Let me just. I have to really concentrate to play all those tunes.
It's great that you. While you're doing that, I take a nice big deep breath, center myself, get right with the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies.
This week we reviewed Thunderbolts!
Asterisk.
Exclamation point.
Asterisk. Should we just say we are just right off the bat spoiler?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think of this movie, Penn?
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I gave it a best movie I've ever seen on the Penn Cinema podcast review.
Yeah.
And can I go? I wish Letterboxd would let you do like 3.5 because I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going all the way up to 4, but I did really enjoy. I enjoyed it more than most Marvel movies.
Yes. It's one of those things where the question of how good is it is difficult to ponder because it is good, it's solid, it's incredibly enjoyable. I'd even say it's great.
You could see it again.
Yeah, I probably will see it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then you're like, well, but is it part of that? It's like, well, I mean, they've done better.
Marvel has. Sure.
Of course. But they've not been doing well, so
Right.
this feels substantially
Yes.
fresher.
This feels better than the last bunch of Marvel movies.
And I'm even going to include Deadpool and Wolverine because that was only 2 movies ago.
Do you think this was better than Deadpool?
Here's the thing. I think I had a lot more what I would call fun during Deadpool and Wolverine, but I feel like this was a better movie. Because when I rewatched Deadpool and Wolverine, I was like, oh, maybe I don't like this as much as I like. It was because when it's fresh and new, you're like, oh, look at this shiny thing, look at this shiny thing.
Right.
But once you know the shiny things are there, they don't really mean much.
Right.
But this movie, like, it had heart, it had character development. The characters, not only was there character development, but they all had character development. And like it wasn't just Guardians of the Galaxy quips throwing back and forth from every single, like, not every person had to be the funny man. Like, there was a funny guy, but and it, not only that is it like it fit into it fit in not only a respectful way to the other stories, but like a meaningful way for the stories where these characters came from. It fit in the universe. And the big thing for me was that the stinger meant something. The post-credit scene wasn't just either an homage to something that happened earlier or a loose, like, oh, some big bad is coming down. I mean, I guess it is alluding to stuff, but it's not like you'll eventually 3, 4, 5 years from now see what we're alluding. It's like, no. Fantastic Four is out in 2 months. And we're hyping it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I agree completely. And not only did the stinger mean something, but it was a pretty solid piece of entertainment. I mean, it was, I didn't measure it, but was it a minute? It might have been 2 minutes. Like,
my favorite line of the movie is in the stinger.
Which was?
She said, now we got this big problem. Now we have this big problem with space. And the guy goes, we're in this big building. We use like 4 rooms.
We got plenty of space. That was great. And I think first of all, I think your assessment of Deadpool and Wolverine compared to Thunderbolts is spot on. Like, Deadpool Wolverine was a ton of fun.
Right.
This is clearly a better movie. And don't get me wrong.
It's not without flaw, but it's, yeah.
This was a fun movie. I laughed out loud a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is a fun movie. But it's deeper. It has a richer storyline, better characters. And I really hope that all the characters involved in this movie sort of continue to move forward. And what I would love more than anything is for some of these cameos in Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, I think what we saw is the end of the movie of Fantastic Four is them coming to our dimension.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but because they alluded to not a battle, but a disagreement between Captain America's forming a group of Avengers, and they're already calling themselves the New Avengers.
The Avengers with a Z.
Who's the real Avengers,
Right.
Also, the other thing, other than the Fantastic Four, how the Fantastic Four are coming to the MCU, no multiverse crap.
Right.
I'm so tired of that. There's no multiverse crap, and I think that was good. Also, this is the first one in a long time where I didn't sit down before the movie and think, I know what's going to happen. And not necessarily exactly what's going to happen, but I know where they're going with this story to progress the next thing.
Yeah.
And in this, I had no idea how it fit in, and it worked well.
Yeah.
I will say the marketing for it is doing a big poo-poo, and it's Monday, and they're already changed all the marketing things to calling it the New Avengers. Like the title and everything.
David, you would have been so proud of me.
Yeah.
I've been waiting all week to tell you this story.
Oh my gosh.
So the Thunderbolts are in the basement of the hideaway, about to be fried.
Yeah.
And they're trying to break into the wall to tear the electric off to make the door open or something along those lines. And the knockoff Captain America, what's his name? Todd Walker or something?
John Walker.
John Walker wants to bang it open with his shield.
Yeah. U.S. Agent is his name.
U.S. Agent wants to bang it open with his shield. And just as he's still off screen, as he's about to come in screen to use his shield to open it up, he says, "On your left."
Yep.
Real subtle, real quiet. But I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Throwback.
I get it. That's
He
from
did it.
Avengers. That's from Avengers.
Did you notice that after they became the New Avengers and it's been X amount of months, his shield, they never fixed his
Right.
shield.
It was
It's still bent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can't they get him another shield? It's not
No.
like it's a special one. It's not Captain America's
Nobody
shield.
could unbend it.
Well, just make him another
Make him
one.
a new one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
No, this is exciting. I loved the movie. I was excited about it. And it made me excited for Fantastic Four, which
Yes.
that's June?
Yeah. It's right between Superman and something else. Mission Impossible?
No, Mission Impossible is Memorial Day.
Oh.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
That's it.
We had a customer wrote into Penn Cinema asking why Jurassic World wasn't getting an IMAX date.
The gasp.
I do not have an answer for that.
Could be because of the other two big bangers.
No, I know, but
Around
I'm just saying, if you're going to release a movie
Yeah.
about dinosaurs, don't you lock in your IMAX? And if you can't get IMAX on that week because of Superman and the other one, then don't you think about maybe. I'm not trying to second guess anybody. I'm just saying, I think it's as they would say on
Lost moment.
on Happy Days, it's hinky.
Oh.
It's hinky.
It's hanky.
It's hinky, David.
You know that show's what came up with Jump the Shark?
Yeah, I know.
Nice. Look at you with
They didn't come up with Jump the Shark. They literally jumped the shark.
Yeah, that's where the term comes from.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
But I think what's the differentiation is they were actually trying to save their show, and they were like, "What can we do to get people to watch?" And the one
Right.
guy was like, "Why don't we have Fonzie jump the shark on water skis?" or
Right.
something. Yeah.
And then he ate at Shady Maple eventually at some point.
Is that right? I didn't know.
Henry Winkle was
boy.
at Shady Maple at some point.
Right next to him, there's a sign. Penn was here. I ate at Shady Maple.
No doubt.
I've been there a couple times, 2 or 3 times.
2, 3 times?
Yeah.
Girl, you crazy.
Girl, did I ever tell you I love Shady Maples. This is my favorite Shady Maple story.
Yeah.
We had a management team meeting back in the old days. This is when Joel was just a kid. He wasn't the boss.
A wee lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we set it up for a Monday because that's a quiet day for us. What we didn't realize was it was some religious holiday.
Oh, no.
So the place was packed. So we get in there, we're eating breakfast, and we're on the way out, we're walking past all these people that are lined up for miles
Yeah.
to get into Shady Maple. For those of you who aren't from around here, Shady Maple is this gigantic all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, like brunch type of thing.
They call it a smorgasbord, but
Smorgasbord.
it's a buffet.
Yeah, it is unbelievable, gigantic.
I think it's one of the biggest ones in the country.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be. And anyway, we're walking out. And real loud, Joel turns around while we're walking out and says to me, "Hey, Penn, isn't it weird they ran out of bacon?" Right in front of all the people.
Everyone's like, what?
All the people waiting to get in line. Oh my God. So funny. That Joel, man, he keeps us in stitches. Okay, so Thunderbolts, best movie I've ever seen.
Best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Now look, next week we're planning on being here.
Right. Unless there's a medical emergency.
Unless your cybernetics start hacking the Matrix.
Right. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool. That'd be such a good way to go.
So if we're here, which we're planning on,
Yeah.
we're going to watch Fight or Flight.
Fight or Flight. And by the way, can I just give a nice little shout out to our friends at Vertical Entertainment? I mean,
They got this movie here.
You and I talked about this trailer some weeks ago when it first dropped.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went back and forth with them, and they really made an effort. We were able to get
That's awesome.
Fight or Flight in Lidditz. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think this will be fun.
shout out to them. I look forward to seeing it and reviewing it next week with you. And then the week after that, we're looking forward to reviewing Sony Picture Classics. Jane Austen wrecked my life.
I'm really looking forward
Me too.
to that.
Yeah. But Fight or Flight will be fun with Josh Harnett.
Now, we got only one listener feedback this week,
Oh,
but maybe from one of the best.
one of definitely the most loyal.
Yeah. I would say of all the people out there, she's one of them.
She's one of them. Of
Yeah.
all our listeners,
She's
she's
the
one
one.
of them.
She's the one.
she's it.
Marley wrote in. And let me just, I'll field this because I don't want you to
Oh.
start blushing and crying with some of the
Okay.
wordage in here.
Okay. Yeah. It's heavy.
Marley says, hello, boys. Or says,
Boys.
hello, boys. First of all, not drunk anymore. And can confirm I did have a great time telling everyone I was trying one of everything. And I did try one of everything, and they are all delicious.
What are you talking about?
She's talking about how she became a lush at the bar.
How her life was going great until we built a bar in our lobby.
And then they'll be like, when did it go wrong? Well, my dad built the problem. She was telling everyone she was trying every drink. And even I thought she meant she was trying to try them all in one
We opened up a new bar
sitting. Yeah.
in the lobby at Penn Cinema.
Yeah.
With a new in Lidditz, with a new exciting drink menu. And Marley was walking around telling folks that she was having one of everything. And David kind of fell for it
I did.
in a way.
I mean, she was having one of everything, but I didn't realize she was coming over several days.
She had been there several times. And for
Yeah.
example, one of the drinks she experienced was because she took a few sips of Mom's. You know what I mean? So she's
not
had
full drinks.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the secret menu so that I can, in front of all my fancy friends, be like, I'll have a Penn Cinema vodcast, please.
Oh my God. I gotta make that happen. But I just want to compliment her.
Yeah.
That's exactly the kind of funny thing the Ketchums are known for.
Right.
Is to like just let people think that you meant you're having one of everything.
And I want to compliment her for seeming like she was just as drunk as drinking that many drinks. Okay, she goes on. She said, I'd also like to add that in my 26 years.
Now wait a minute. What is this referring to?
Well, I mean, okay.
Are we gonna? You're gonna. All right. You
I'll
read it,
explain.
but when you're done reading it, we're gonna have to.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd also like to add that in my 26 years, I've gotten to see my dad do some pretty incredible things, including completing a master's degree, running 15 or so Ironmans, building movie theaters, etc. But nothing compares to the pride that I felt when he finally hit the explosion at the right section. It only took 15 to 20 episodes. She, of course, is referring to this effect.
Oh, we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well,
I got the boom.
You got it
I got
with your
the boom.
mouth, but not with your hands. We were trying to get his antics to match up.
I thought we agreed that we were going to delete that sound effect.
Well,
David.
we're going to replace it with the harps, but
David.
it was here, and resisting is not one of my strong suits.
I thought we agreed we were going to replace that sound effect, David.
With the harps. You have just one very proud daughter.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No comment from the other one.
I heard one child. I don't want to name names, but she's the daughter of the Mystery Gobble.
Whoa.
And I heard her refer to herself as the better of the two daughters.
Wow.
As a joke, of course.
Of course.
But I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. It'd be funnier if she was the only daughter. I'm his favorite daughter.
All right. Well, thanks for writing in, Marley.
Yeah. Look, if you want to be see Marley and write us a letter.
Yeah. Listen, if you want to be like Marley,
yeah,
you got a lot of work to do because this is pretty incredible person.
Right. Step 1.
Yeah.
Drink all the drinks at the bar.
Right.
Step 2, write the Pen Cinema podcast. And you can do that at podcasts@pencinema.com. Now, Penn, that brings me to probably the biggest question of the week. What's up with you? Whoa.
See how I did that?
Penn has entered the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am in the house.
Wow.
I'm ready to get started on this show.
We're going to start?
Yeah.
Let me hit record.
Yeah, hit record. The dress rehearsal is over.
I didn't even get dressed.
Finally. You can put that collar on.
Yeah. Yeah.
David, I had the great pleasure of riding my bicycle through all 5 boroughs of New York City yesterday.
Yeah.
We parked in Staten Island.
How many years have you been doing this? Because probably every year we've been doing the show.
No, not as we've been doing the show longer than I've been doing this.
Okay.
This with this particular gang of misfits, miscreants.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the Mad Magazine quote published by the usual gang of idiots.
Yeah.
That's us.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. So
that's-
you couldn't put them in the same.
Right.
In the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. So anyway, our little group. This was our 3rd time, I believe, 3rd or 4th time. But I've done it a few other times. It is so much fun. I mean, my God, you're riding. So you take the ferry over to Lower Manhattan from Staten Island, and then you're riding through the streets. I mean, New York City, the streets are closed to traffic. So you're riding up 6th Avenue right in front of Radio City Music Hall.
Wow.
You're on your bike, and then you cross over the Queensboro Bridge, and you're, just riding. And then for me, like riding on the BQE, which is not like scenic. It's not a famous part of New York City, but this is the highway that you use to drive I use to drive in and out of New York City when I'm visiting my folks.
Nice.
So to be on that on your bike, and then you conclude by riding your bike up and over the Verrazano Bridge, man, I tell you, what a ride. It is so fun.
That's awesome.
We had a great time. That's what I did this weekend. And I do want to comment on my next thing.
Yeah.
I've a number of times on this show, I've been telling people, Gangs of London on Netflix.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. Oh my God, it's so good. This is a great example of yet another show that I'm going to leave because they put together an amazing first season, and then the second season, like, they lost the plot. Like,
That's a bummer.
They got characters coming back that they killed off from the first episode. Oh no, he wasn't dead. He's just not around, and now he's come out from hiding.
Of course.
He got shot between.
Fast and Furious?
He got shot between the eyes, but they were able to save him. It's just like, oh my God, and the storyline is so weak, and there's a lot of like, they're trying. It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like Rocky is a great example of a franchise that never tried to be anything except what it was.
Right.
A good, straightforward, good versus evil boxing movie, And now here's a show, and the first season was great. And then it's almost like the writers and the producers all wanted to like get fancy. They're like, let's be deep.
Interesting.
Lame. No, I'm not watching Gangs of London. If I want to be deep, I'm going to watch the Rich Roll podcast. I'm not watching Gangs of London.
Well, I want to say that, we do notes here for the show. Mm-hmm. And it's like you started off with a real life thing. Mm-hmm. So if you look at this, it's like Bike New York,
right.
Quit Gangs of London.
Right.
And I'm, at least he's not in a gang anymore.
Finally got him out of that.
Yeah. All it took was one bike ride around New York.
Trying to get him out of those.
Changed his mind.
Hanging around with those miscreants. David, what's with you?
Let me tell you. I have to say, I forgot to mention last week the biggest thing. And it continues to be the biggest thing this week.
Oh.
Andor Season 2, which I stand by being the best thing Star Wars has done, at least since Rogue One and probably before.
So when Andor Season 1 came out, you said that was the best thing. So you're saying this is taking it up another level.
Well, I'm saying it's continuing the solid level of Andor. It continues to be at the same level as Season 1. And I think what's great about it is it leads right up to Rogue One. I'm assuming that as soon as it's done, I'll turn around and watch Rogue One.
So this is great because, as you mentioned, I'm going to go under the knife.
Yes.
So I got a lot of time laying around ahead of me.
And you didn't watch the first season?
I did.
Right?
I did watch. I loved it.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm going to rewatch it.
You should, because I actually forgot what was going on. I had to go back
I'm fully planning to rewatch it.
Yeah, because it takes up pretty much right after, and you know how the first one had like arcs, like 3 episode arcs. They're releasing 3 episodes a week, and they are not as substantial of arcs as the first season had, but they are like kind of self-contained little plots. And
that's awesome.
And then I don't know how it'll be tomorrow when the next 3 come out, but between week 1 and week 2, there was like a time jump. So now they've lived with the results of the things from the first 3 episodes for a little bit, and you get to see. And so it's nice because there's like things are happening, and you don't have to sit through like a ton of filler. To get them to it doesn't feel like it's moving too fast. And one of the things I really like about it is you know at least 3 characters on the show are going to go on to movies.
Okay.
Right? But everyone else, unless you watch like some other things, there's like one other character. But everyone else, who knows what happened? Free game to kill people off or bring new people on or whatever. Awesome. It's a very well written, and it's what I want from Star Wars, honestly.
Pew pew.
So, pew pew. Yeah.
Pew pew indeed, sir.
Spy stuff.
Pew pew indeed.
Pew pew.
I remember being so excited about Andor, like not just because it was a cool Star Wars thing. Oh, Star Wars is back, but just on its own.
Yeah,
like whether you like Star Wars or not, this is a great show. So I'm really excited to dig back into it.
Awesome, perfect timing for your time off.
Yeah.
And then I've also been watching a show called My Hero Academia, which is one of those animes.
Didn't we have that as a movie here?
You probably.
Yeah.
I never, and I'm just it's kind of like good filler background while I'm doing the dishes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's interesting enough that I want to know like what's going on, but at the same time, the show's half an hour, and I would say you get 10 to 15 minutes of new content because the other 15 minutes are either theme songs or flashbacks to the previous episode.
Dance breaks.
There's so many, like, they'll do something, and then they'll literally a minute later be like flashing back to the one thing that just happened, and I'm like, whose attention cannot hold this? Yeah. So anyway, and then I don't know if I mentioned, because I don't want you to get too jealous, but thanks to the help of one Complete Box Spencer.
Oh, I like where this is going.
I got myself hooked up with a Switch 2.
Stop.
Pre-order. I know.
Wow.
I mean, no unfair justice whatsoever. It just turns out that I was able to be on the list when they got them.
What is the Switch 2?
Well, there's a Switch, which is the Nintendo gaming system, right? And now they're coming out with a new one, and they just called it the Switch 2.
They spent so much money developing it. They couldn't spend any more to come up with a better name.
Well, apparently it's one of those things, there's been a lot of talk about it, but it's one of those branding things where if you change the name too much, people won't realize that it's connected.
That actually makes a perfect sense. It's like they do with the iPhone. It's like iPhone 6, iPhone 7.
Right.
Yeah.
And then people were like, oh, why didn't they call it the Super Switch like they did the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo? But then the problem with that is two systems ago, they did the Wii and then the Wii U. And the problem was that the people buying it, which tend to be parents of kids, that they don't realize that there's a difference. Mm. And if they're both on the market at the same time, because there's always some overlap,
right? They
don't realize why the new one is new, like what the difference is. So by putting a 2 next to it, it solidifies it as being the next thing.
Well, David, I think I can speak on behalf of all our listeners.
Yeah, I know.
When I report, we are just so happy for you.
Oh, thank you. Someone, and let's just call himself David, is going to be playing Mario Kart on June 5th.
The funny thing is, what were you and I talking about? David walked in the office and said, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, or actually what you said is what you always say, which is, "How you living?
How you living?
How you living?" And I was over at my computer and I said, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just over here looking at watches I can't afford."
Right. Yeah. This is definitely one of those things that was like, I planned it out and then I was like, well, it doesn't happen. No one's going to be more thankful than my wallet. So, but anyway.
All right.
That brings us to the end. Next week, if we're here, which we're planning on being, but just in case, we're watching, be aware, we're watching Fight or Flight. Oh, that name is hard for
Flight
me.
or Fight?
Fight or Flight.
Fight, I think, first.
Yeah, I think Fight or Flight.
I don't know.
Whatever. It's a movie in a plane.
Yeah, it's going to look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, now, if you want to be a part of the show, the best way to do that is to go ahead and shoot us an email, podcast@pencinema.com. It's our new email, podcast@pencinema.com. But if you want to support the show, Penn, what's the best way someone could go about doing that?
The most obvious.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep it basic this week. Super simple.
Yeah.
Get yourself scheduled a surgical operation.
Easy.
Step one.
Easy.
Right.
If you need some help, let me know.
Right. Get in there.
Yeah.
And then, you know how doctors sometimes take off the wrong limbs? Happens all the time.
Too often.
But people say, just get a Sharpie and write, circle the part you're supposed to have replaced. Right? So, but what's really funny is circle the part that says, listen to the Penn Cinema podcast. And then for fun, circle the wrong part.
Yeah.
And see if you can trick them into fixing the wrong elbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that way you'll have a bum left elbow and you'll be missing your right elbow.
Yeah. And you're like, well, did you at least listen to the Penn Cinema podcast?
See? Exactly.
You put me through all this.
It's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then lastly, just not to make it too much about myself.
Right.
But when you're listening to this episode, dear listener, I will have recently had surgery.
Yeah.
So what I would really appreciate is if you would just trying to keep it basic this week.
Yeah.
Just go back in time a little bit. I'm not saying a ton.
Yeah.
I'm saying a few hours, or as they say in Lancaster County, hours.
Hours.
Go back a few hours and, send me some well wishes.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Even if you just quietly tap your chest.
Yeah.
Kiss it.
Yep.
Peace sign in the
Peace
air.
out. Yep.
Yeah.
Or podcast at Penn Cinema if you have good recovery tricks.
Yeah.
Good tips on how to recover.
There you go. All right. Well, say that you've never had surgery and you never will.
Right. The best way to recover from surgery is to listen to the Penn Cinema podcast. Everybody knows that. Right. But if you're not a candidate for surgery for some weird reason,
ridiculous, then
just tell your friend how much you enjoy listening to this, how much you enjoy listening to the Penn Cinema podcast.
Right.
You nut.
All right. Well, once again, for the Penn Cinema podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Ben Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.
That was awesome. Good. Yeah. Great. I'm happy.
It's a cut.